Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and so we're going on with the Prayer War Room Journal, and I'm just going to kind of put several different techniques together in this video. I'm going to do a little bit of decoupage, a little bit of stamping, a couple other things. I've got a stitched pocket that I'm going to show you. So anyway, come on, let's work on this journal together. I'm going to do some decoupaging. I'm working on the Prayer War Room Journal, and so I've got 3 pages that I haven't done anything on the backs of. I went ahead and inked them, which I don't know if I should have done that or not, but that's what I did. So I'm looking through my napkins, and I was looking for napkins that related to what was on the pages in my kit, and I know I have a deer or a elk, I'm not sure what it is, but it's a horned animal. I have these two. These 2 napkins with that on there. So I'm going to take this one, I think. And where's my tape? Pull the paper off. In case you've not done this before, napkins usually have 2 or 3 layers. Take a piece of washi tape or Scotch tape, tape it on, tear it. That's the easiest way to pull them apart. You can save these liners. We used to say you could save them for decoupaging and doing things with them, but somebody also said, I forget who it was now that said it first, but save it in case there's another toilet paper shortage. I thought, well, that's a great idea. So don't forget about those if something happens again, because I have a great big bag of this tissue from napkins. Okay. Where is my... Oh, they are. Oh, I was going to show you something else. I meant to put this on my little slow stitch thing, but I forgot. I took a coffee filter, and it's one that we used, and then I rinsed them out and dried them. Anyway, folded it in 4ths, and then I did a blanket stitch around the edge. And so this will be a pocket on one of my pages, and I can sew it here, and then I'll attach it with glue probably here, but that'll give me a pocket here, and also give me a pocket there. So something, I think I'll be making some more of those and maybe doing some embellishment on them. But I wanted to show you that. That may not be a new idea, but it was new to me. So I just kind of came up with that while I was staring at my coffee filters, wondering what I could do. So I'm going to grab a smaller paintbrush, and again, just in case you haven't done this before, the easiest way to go about tearing out an image is to take a wet paintbrush and just go around it, make a line. Actually, I think I kind of want to keep maybe that tree. And then it will just tear out. I didn't put enough water, it doesn't seem like, but gives you that nice frayed edge. So, you know, as opposed to using a pair of scissors and trying to cut it out or something like that, we've got a nice frayed edge. Okay. And let's see, I think I'm going to get a couple of hymns. Got some hymns about prayer. This one I used when I designed the kit, Did You Think to Pray? And so I think I'll just put that down my Mod Podge, which I haven't used for a while. I hope I can get it open yet. It is like 2/3 part water. No, I'm sorry, two parts glue, 1 part water. So I just used Elmer's glue and made my own. Yeah, this is thicker, so I'll put some on the top and the bottom of it, help it stick, let it soak in, and then I will put this one on this side. I have been working on I did another folio. I don't know if you saw that kit, but it's like a little field war room that you could just take with you if you wanted to go out and go for a walk, probably not in the wintertime, but you could throw that in your purse or your backpack or whatever, and it just unfolds, and it's got places for what you're praying about today, what you're praying about for the day of the week, and it's got paper in it to write prayer requests and put them on there. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay him on there, and then you go in the middle and you just go out carefully and raise. Don't pull it too hard because you don't want to tear it. I'm excited. I've got some velvet coming from Etsy that I'm going to use for tabs I haven't used before. So looking forward to the mail coming with those. Okay, and let's see. I'm looking on this napkin to see if there's anything I could put over here. And I mean, there's like a tree, kind of a scene. I guess I could just put a little bit of greenery. A lot of napkins have like you'll get this design 4 different times. This particular napkin, it's like a 1 scene for the whole napkin. So, unfortunately, I don't have 4 deer, I only have the 1. So, that's what happens if you get careless. I tore it right there. All right, I think that one's done. Take another hem. And decoupage that onto the page. It didn't really make that much difference with that deer napkin because it was so dark. The colors were so dark, but on some of these other ones, it looks really pretty to have writing peek through your decoupage, I think. So we got 6 inches of snow. I am in Arkansas. We've been here 8 years and we've never had this much snow. We got like 6 inches of really fluffy, beautiful snow. and it's actually cold enough for it to stay. It didn't melt off like I thought it would. And so my husband is driving the car down to the end of the driveway to get the mail, which is smart because it's evening and I don't want him to fall. I wouldn't want him to walk because it's probably refreezing now in the nighttime temperatures, and that would not be good. So he's driving down our little driveway to get the mail. Sweet Hour of Prayer, this one is titled. But I couldn't sleep last night. I woke up at 5, well, it was this morning. I woke up at like 5. So I got up. And so I just so happened to be looking out the front door when the dawn came this morning, and it was just like the sky was on fire. It was gorgeous. And all the snow was out there. So I got this photo. It's like a miracle photo because I'm not going to be up at 5 in the morning or whatever time, 7, 6:30, whenever the sun came up. That will not be happening very often. And then to have that snow, it was just great. Okay, so what did I do? I had some, here they are. I had some napkins picked out. And let's see. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to look in my folder here of partial napkins because I bet I have something here that will work. I'll not have to. Oh, they're excited. You'd think they didn't know who was coming. So let's see. Uh-oh. You can see what I'm talking about. It melts away, and so the type comes through the napkin and looks nice. I'll put some more over it. There, and see how the words and the music can come through. So I'm good with that one. Got one more. And wipe these wet edges away. I'm debating about this. I have some things in the journal that have this blue, but not very many, and so I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to use that. Let's see what's it. Well, there's blue on that. I don't know, maybe, of course it's not the same blue. I think I will not use that. I'm going to lay that back aside. Let's see, what else do I have? I have this Museum of Natural History napkin that's like got black and white images I haven't used before. So everybody here in town's pretty excited about the snow because it's almost Christmas, and so here we are with snow that nobody hardly ever sees down here. We used to get it in Kansas City all the time, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Although we hardly ever got it in December. We usually get it in January and February. But, is that one layer or two? I can't tell. Some of these only have 2 layers, so you want to be careful that you don't. Yeah, it does. Okay. Wow, that's really thin. Okay. And I really don't want the wording. I just want the images, I think. Like this feather. And the bird's nest. And I think I'll leave the rest alone. And then I'll use this one for some color. I love hummingbirds, they're so pretty. So I really felt like I was supposed to do this prayer journal just because of everything that's gone on in 2020 and just praying. We need to pray that God's will is done and everything, and just really felt like it was time to pray. And I feel like we're headed towards a big time of revival in the not too distant future. That's just what I think. And it's funny because I had started to work on a journal about joy, but I felt like I needed to set it aside. That was before I did even was working on the retro journal. I don't know if you're watching my videos or not, but anyway, I was working on the retro journal, and I felt like I needed to stop, drop everything, and do a journal on prayer. Warfare. Prayer warfare for us all to get serious, get on our knees and pray for our country. And just believe in God. Everything's going to be okay. And so anyway, that joy journal is hovering out there. Let's see, I've got one more. Blessed hour of prayer. Tell it to Jesus. I like that better. Tell it to Jesus. And you know, I've just had to turn the news off. I bet you all are doing the same thing. It's just so crazy because you'll be in faith, believing things are going to be okay, and then you watch the news and it just goes out the window. And we're not supposed to be driven by the media, although that is what they want us to do. So I just had to turn it off, which is awesome because it just gives me more time to do junk journaling. But I tell you, I did that. After working through the prayer journal and the add-on kit, particularly the add-on kit, because there are a ton of scriptures in it. And it was awesome because I absorbed all those scriptures and it just kind of set me on fire. And so it's kind of kept me going. And I need to go back and reread them all again because, you know, you need something every day. And I gave a journal away to one of my sister-in-laws at Thanksgiving, which was really fun. She was really excited, and her mother was really excited. She is an older lady, and she loves to craft. So she got excited because it gave her ideas about, she has a lot of things that she saved. I'm putting it nicely. Her husband was like, I guess, on her about getting rid of things, but if she puts them in a junk journal, they're all orderly. She can kind of keep track of her stuff and make a nice memento that she can take off the shelf and look at her things, her little reminders and mementos that she's collected. So anyway, she was excited at the idea of making a junk journal. So that was fun. And I gave her the Thought Life journal. Well, that wasn't smart. I should have put this on and then put that over it. Oh, well, be all right. It'll be all right. I keep pointing out, I guess I would call myself an expert at digital design because I've done it for years and years and years, and I did it in the corporate world, but I am not what I would call myself an expert crafter necessarily, doing it by hand. I'm kind of new to making junk journals, which I think that's okay, because then when you watch me, it surely leaves you with the feeling like, well, I could certainly do it if she does it. So, and I kind of do things by the seat of my pants. I always talk about my sister Pat. She's pretty meticulous in how she does things, methodical, does everything the way you're supposed to. And yeah, and then there's me. I don't do that. I just kind of go along, do things on the spur of the moment. And sometimes that works out, and then there's sometimes when that does not work out, but can't help it. That's just how I do things. Let's see. I've had so much fun looking at these hymnals. So when I do a subject, like if this journal was on prayer, I go and there's an index in most of them, and it'll say prayer, whatever the subject is, and you can go right there and get they're all gathered up. But I've gotten hymnals from all the different, like I've got a Baptist one, and I've got a Pentecostal one, and just different ones. And it's just fun to see. Of course, there are certain songs that everybody sings, like Jesus Loves Me and things like that, but it's fun to see the different songs. And you can see like which ones they sing a lot, because like, see how this one has B flat written in pencil. So I figure they probably sing that one a lot. Oops. Oh well. And then I want to apply these black and white ones that I cut out. This feather kind of needs to go on this edge. So I don't really have a choice. I'm just going to put it there. Okay. All right, well, I think that is it for decoupaging for now anyway, unless I do some later on some pockets. But those are the pages. I'm trying to get my pages all ready. And anyway, thanks for watching. And on we go with the Prayer War Journal. Prayer War Room Journal. It's 4 words, and for some reason I can't seem to put those 4 words together all the time. But anyway, thanks for watching. Click the like button, subscribe. All that would be awesome. I do appreciate it, and it helps me. See you next time.